Okay, Ji, we talked about last three remaining, Ji. That I'm repeating that out of three we made how many? 9. Then out of next three we made how many? 9. Total 18. Then we went for what, Ji? May I repeat it on screen? That from these three we made how many? 9. Adding with past and future. Then from these three we made 9 past and future. 18 plus these three. 21. Clear? Now made it complete 24, G. Why? Because usually, can you see it here, G? Perfect continuous. Now I'm going for the application of all those, G. That when those 9 structures are there clear in your mind. Clear? Now I'm moving towards its usage. When we go for first 3, G. What were those first 3? Ismr third, Ismr ing, Ismr. That usually it happens that in my mind Ismr is clear there. Clear? We mix up the structure of third with ing or with being third. Ismr third is simple what? Routine and passive situation. For example, the book is published, house is renovated. Clear? That exams are conducted, result is announced. Clear? Problems are ignored or problems are discussed. That colonies are not planned. What am I doing? I'm using the first structure, application of that. That is regarding what? Routine activity, simple activity with passive approach. With what? Passive approach. As we said that messages are sent to the homes of those who remain absent. Clear? Letters are sent. Clear? Books are published. Got my point, G? This was first one. Now go for the application of the second one. Ismr ing. I am discussing with you. You are listening to all this. We are practicing it. This is what? Progression, simple progression, simple continuity. Am I clear? That book is published. That is simple, but routine, indefinite and passive. Then Ismr ing, that is progression, continuity, but active approach. He is teaching, he is working, he is playing. Are you getting the point? Second type. Now third type, once again, Ismr is still the same there. Clear? I may repeat that our mistakes are not there in both our written expression, oral expression or written expression, or when I'm trying to go for listening comprehension or reading comprehension. Our problem is not there with Ismr. Our problem is there with what? Third form. Problem is there with what? ing. Fourth form. Clear? Then what was the third category? Ismr being third. Now once again continuity is there but with passive approach. That fly is being punished. Clear? Fly is being fooled. Fly is being discussed. Issue is being discussed. Structures are being discussed. Language is being discussed. So did you notice the difference between these three, among all these three? Ismr third is what? Routine and passive approach. Ismr ing is continuity, progression, but active approach. Ismr being third is what? Continuity, progression, but with passive approach. Am I clear up till here? Am I clear, Ji? So when I'm shifting it to now past, Ji. All these things in past. Clear? Book is published, normal in routine, every year. I'm saying what? Book is published. Last year it was published. What am I saying? It was published. Next year it will be published. It will be published. Clear? Now I'm saying what? Lecture is delivered. Lecture is delivered. Yesterday it was delivered. Next week it will be delivered. From these three you can make all present, past and future. Clear? Normally there is no confusion in present, past and future. We have never seen somebody who is referring to some future situation and using what? Past structure. Clear? That categorically clear is there. That this one is present. When you are speaking, you know better. Whether you are talking about present or past or future. How will your listener come to know that whether I am referring to some current situation or previous situation or next situation? How? Simply through structure. Through what? Structure. When I am using Ismr, clear, my listener would comprehend that I am talking about what? Current situation. When I am using what? Was, were, past. When I'm using what? Will be or shall be, you'll get an idea that I'm talking about what? Future. And once somebody else is speaking or some written material is there, how will I come to know that What time span is under discussion? Whether it's present or past or future? Very good. Through helping verb and verb. Through helping verb and verb. Is there any rocket science in that, G? Getting my point? Then move towards next 3G. Has have third? Has have been third? Has have been ing. I'm going for the difference of all these 3G. Has have third, what is that, G? Completion sense. Clear? I have completed my assignment. I have completed my assignment. We have discussed the structures. Currently, I'm talking about current time. When I'm referring to some past, what would I do? I had completed my assignment when you called me. I had finished with my lunch when you called me. Clear? The same is there. What is same there? Verb. What is same there? Verb. I'm just changing what? Helping verb. Clear? When I'm referring to some future situation, what will I do? Clear? I will have or I shall have completed my assignment by tomorrow. You're asking me that, when will you finish it? How would I respond? I will have finished it by tomorrow or by 12 tomorrow. Got it, Chi? We're going back a little bit, Chi, regarding future continuity passive. As I mentioned that people say that it is not there, Chi. I refer to the book, I'm repeating it, that Practical English Usage by Michael Swan. International Students Edition, page 408. He gave the structure there and he mentioned that though these structures are rarely used, rarely means that used. These structures are used. Building will be being painted. Tomorrow building will be, for example, you are shifting. Clear? You are removing the things. You are vacating the building and somebody is asking you that why are you vacating? That you are saying that we are going for paint work. We are going for so tomorrow don't come please. Building will be being painted. Building will be being painted. Got it? Future content is also there. And this is what passive approach of that. Clear? So 3 is MR third, is MR ing, is MR being third. Then next has have third. Clear? Then has have been third. For example, that he has been taken to hospital. He has been taken to hospital. The work has been completed. Building has been painted. If somebody is asking you that, is it still under paint work or is it complete? No, it has been painted. The perfection shows what? Completion of, a sense of completion. No rocket science there. Am I clear? Up till now, make it simple. I'm not at all talking about the variety out of these. How do we go for the variance or different structures, different usages? One structure these are 24, can be used in 90 different meanings. I'm repeating emphatically that with 90 different usages. But I'm not, at the moment, I'm not concerned with that. At the moment, I'm trying to establish the base. Out of these 24, how will you go for 90? I'll prove it. Got it, Building has been painted. Result has been announced. For example, I'm on my way and I'm calling some friend. Did they announce the result? Or still they're going for it? And my friend is informing me, result has been announced. Don't come now, you are late. It has been announced. Got it, If I'm going for past of the same, clear? It had been announced when I reached. Very famous example from our childhood. We kept on listening to that. The patient had died before the doctor came. Got it, That out of present we made what? Past. Out of that will go for what? Future. Clear? What do you think, how much time will it take? It will have been completed by 12 tomorrow. ये कल 12 बजे तक क्या हो जाएगा? पूरा हो जाएगा. Clear? Some of you asked me that I should go for bilingual. That's why I'm also adding with it. Clear? के साथ साथ for your ease. ये परसों तक complete हो जाएगा जी. कल तक हो जाएगा. So I made it from what? Has have third. Clear? Has have been third. Clear? Then had third. And then will have third. Now go for the third type. First time I'm repeating has third. Second type is what? Has been third. Third type is what? Has been ing. Clear? Continuity. Now what's the difference between, we talked about the continuously previously. Can you see it here? It's also what? ing is, wherever ing is there, usually. I'm not referring to gerund or not talking about participle. I'm talking about verb here. Clear? That continuity is there generally for progression. For continuous work. Clear? What's the difference between this simple continuity and perfect continuity? In one word, short and long. Short and long. You want to say something?
Yes. In simple continuous tense, we don't use the time, and in the perfect continuous, we give some.
She is saying that in simple we don't mention time, and long we don't mention time. Sorry, in short we don't mention time, and in perfect we mention. Are you sure?
In perfect continuous,
We mention time. मैं पढ़ाता रहा हूँ. Did I mention time?
By you said by paracetamol. Sorry.
Are you all getting my point? That next point is, I'll elaborate that. It has nothing to do with these rocket sciences. Let's make it simple. That simple continuous is what? Short continuous. Specific continuous. For a specific time. And perfect continuous is what? Long continuous. For example, I am discussing now. This is short time. And when I am referring that, I have been teaching since 2000. Even if I don't mention the time there, I have been teaching. I am teaching. And what is the other one? I have been teaching. I try to explain it through an example. For example, somebody is calling me now, and I'm not in a mood to attend the call. Clear? In a certain situation, if I'm supposed to attend it, what should be my response? I am teaching now, call me later on, or I have been teaching, call me later on. I am teaching now. को मुझसे पूछे सर बात करनी, मैं से को मैं पढ़ाता रहा हूँ भाई. Don't you think that it would seem what? Nonsense statement. Getting my point? I am teaching, that is short continuity for a specific time. I have been teaching, that is a long continuity. Whether you mention time or not. Whether you mention time or not. It is involved there. I may repeat. I am teaching, this is current for a specific time. I have been teaching, वो मेहनत कर रहा है. He is working hard. वो मेहनत करता रहा है. He has been working hard. Got my point, जी? Clear? Sometimes time is mentioned, sometimes time is not mentioned. Simple as that. Now the last three structures basically come out of this passive situation of perfect, where usually it is said that there is no passive of that. I actually refer to the book. You can consult that page 408. It is mentioned there. What is the structure of that? Has been being third. Has been being third. But usually we skip being. Usually we skip what? Being. When you skip being from the passive of perfect continuous, don't you think that it's the same like the passive of perfect? That's why I didn't even mention that. I may repeat, the structure for the passive of perfect situation and perfect continuous situation, both are same. If you just remove this being, and usually they don't use being, that led to a confusion in our surrounding. When people say that there is no passive structure for what? Perfect continuous. It is there. I may go for an example for you here. We have been fooled. As I mentioned that has been third form is used for both passive of perfect and passive of perfect continuous. So how will I come to know that which one is being used here? Let me go for both the interpretations. First one, I'm taking it as perfect, completion sense passive. We have been fooled. It shows that हमें complete बेवकूफ़ बनाया जा चुका है. Does it make some sense? बेवकूफ़ बनना कोई ऐसा काम है जो ग्रेजुअल होता complete हो गया है. या अगर मैं इसके साथ टाइम ऐड कर दूं, we have been fooled for 75 years. Don't mind please. कि हमें 70 साल में कंप्लीट बेवकूफ़ बनाया जा चुका है. 75 years में, 75 साल में. डज इट मेक सम सेंस? यानी मैं इसको क्या कर रहा हूँ, किसका पैसिव ले रहा हूँ, परफेक्ट का। इसका मतलब है हम 75 सालों में परफेक्ट फूल बन चुके हैं, हमें डिग्री दी जा सकती है। डज इट मेक सम सेंस? नो। नाउ आई एम गोइंग फॉर सेकंड इंटरप्रिटेशन जी। वो कौन सी है? परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस जी। अब इसका मतलब लें कि हमें 75 ईयर्स से बेवकूफ़ बनाया जाता रहा है। सॉरी, विच वन इज करेक्ट? Are you getting my point? Clear? Even I got a page for you people here ji. This is basically KPK textbook, first year, chapter number 4. It's country for me. It's country for me. You all are having handouts ji. Page 49. I'm repeating KPK textbook, chapter 4. It's country for me. Page 49. Can you see ji? Go for the second last or third last line of the first paragraph ji. I may read it for you. The rich black soil has been pampered by Hollands for over 120 years. What is it ji? What structure is it? You are all saying perfect continuous ji. On one hand you are saying that there is no passive or perfect continuous. Now which structure is it ji? Is it active or passive? Passive. Sign number 1 ji. By is being used. Can you see it? By. By Hollands. Indication number 2 ji. For over 120 years. Over 120 years ji. Then look at the structure ji. What is the structure here? Has been pampered. अगर इसका मैं उर्दू में मीनिंग लूं, अगर मैं इसको परफेक्ट का पैसिव मानूं, तो इसके मीनिंग क्या बनते हैं? रिच ब्लैक सॉइल, कि वो जरखेज मट्टी 120 सालों में हॉलैंड फैमिली ने 120 साल में उस जरखेज ज़मीन की देखभाल की जा चुकी है। डज इट मेक सम सेंस? कुछ सेंस बनती है? अब मैं दूसरी सेंस ले रहा हूं परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस की। व्हाट इज दैट जी? कि वो जरखेज ज़मीन, उसकी देखभाल की जा रही है या देखभाल की जाती रही है। किस से? हॉलैंड फैमिली से। कितने अरसे से? 120 सालों से। Isn't it the example of perfect continuous passive? Yes. I'm quoting it from what? KPK textbook board, first year, chapter number 4. It's country for me, page 49, first paragraph, third last line. Are you getting my point, ji? So that's why I didn't mention these three structures. Mean to say that when you know about the structure of perfect passive, you already learned the structure of perfect continuous passive, because both are same. Both are same. Being is there, but we don't use it. We don't use it. Now go back once again, ji, for 9. Ji, ma'am. What were the first three? Is-MR. Third. Is-MR ing, is-MR being third. Clear? Out of this present, how will we make past? Was-were third. Was-were ing, was-were being third. How will I go for future? Will shall be third. Will shall be ing. Will shall be being third. Got it, she? Clear? Out of 3, we made how many? 9. The next 3, she. As of third, as of been third, as of been ing. Out of these 3, G, we also make 9. How? That instead of has, have, in past we use what? Had. Clear? Then in future we use what? Will have. Am I clear, G? Or shall have. Got it, G? Then, G, remaining these 3 at the top of our chart. What was that, G? Simple present, active, simple past active, and simple future active. These 3 structures are there. These are total how many? 21. Clear? How will I make 24 out of 21? Because the passive of perfect continuous is also the same like the passive of perfect. Got it, Chi? Yes. So from 9 we made 24 or not? Yes. Proven? Got proven? Yes. Agreed? Agreed? Yes. Now here is a very important thing for you people, Ji. If you could see on the screen, G, that language is number one, G. Never convert it. Number two, never translate it. I'm announcing it with prime clarity, absolute clarity. It can never be converted, G. Converted, what do I mean by this, G? As we do what, G? वो सेब खाता है, he eats an apple. Converted, G. An apple is eaten by him. Does it make some sense?
No.
Usually does it make some sense? मैं किसी रेडी पे खड़ा हूं, मैं कहूं सेब मैंने तो नहीं खाया, मुझसे खाया गया है. Are you getting my point? I'm at a restaurant, some hotel. क्लियर, मैं 3 के बजाय 6 रोटियां खा जाऊं और कहूं जी 3 मैंने खाई थी, बाकी 3 मुझसे खाई गई. Does it make some sense? It depends upon situation. It depends upon. Normally we don't convert. Suppose you are there abroad, UK, इमिग्रेशन ऑफिसर, उसके सामने खड़े होकर आप क्या कहेंगे? गोरे चल तू एक्टिव वॉइस बना, मैं तुझे पैसिव वॉइस बना के दिखाता हूँ. ऐसा होता है कहीं पे? इन एग्जाम्स द पीपल वेंट फॉर एन एक्सरसाइज. दे वेंट फॉर व्हाट? एन एक्सरसाइज टू लर्न इंग्लिश. टू व्हाट? लर्निंग. वी कंसिडर दैट ऑल द टाइम वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट सम एक्टिव इनटू. हम एक्टिव को पैसिव में कन्वर्ट नहीं करते. एक्टिव इज ऑलरेडी देयर, पैसिव इज ऑलरेडी देयर. वी जस्ट पिक इट अप. हम सिर्फ उसको क्या करते हैं? उठाते हैं, यूज़ करते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम किसी चीज़ का एक्टिव है उसको पैसे में कन्वर्ट करके फिर मैं बोलूँगा, एक्टिव है उसको पैसे में कन्वर्ट करके फिर मैं लिखूँगा. और ये कन्वर्जन एक्सरसाइज भी इट इज़ रॉन्ग एक्सरसाइज. आई है कहाँ से? बेसिकली कन्वर्जन इज देयर इन नरेशंस फ्रॉम डायरेक्ट टू इनडायरेक्ट. वी नीड टू कन्वर्ट. वी कन्वर्ट देयर प्रैक्टिकली ऑल द टाइम. सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बेटा आई एम टेलिंग यू I'll not come tomorrow. Tell them about this. Suppose मैंने इनसे विस्परिंग की, सरगोशी में मैंने इन्हें क्या बताया कि मैं कल, ये आगे मोड़ के आपको बता रही हैं कि सर इज सेइंग दैट आई विल नॉट कम टुमारो. इज इट करेक्ट? इट कैन लीड टू कंफ्यूजन. मैंने क्या बोला? आई विल नॉट कम. इनको क्या बोलना पड़ेगा? दैट ही विल नॉट कम. जब ये अगर ये भी आए ही कह रही हैं तो इससे कंफ्यूजन क्या होगी? ये अपना कह रही हैं.
लेकिन वो पीछे कह रही है ना, सर इज सेइंग दैट
आई विल नॉट कम. सर इज सेइंग दैट आई विल नॉट कम. सर इज सेइंग दैट ही विल नॉट कम. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो कन्वर्जन इज ऑल्सो देयर. विल गो फॉर दैट इन डिटेल इन कमिंग सेशंस. क्लियर दैट कन्वर्जन हाउ टू, दैट मोस्टली वी कमिट दिस मिस्टेक. इवन इन उर्दू फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अल्लाह कहता है कि मैं रिस्क देता हूं, नाउज़ुबिल्लाह. इज इट करेक्ट? माई क्वेश्चन, एनीबडी? इट्स इनकरेक्ट. देन व्हाट इज करेक्ट? अल्लाह कहता है कि वो रिस्क देता है. हम ये नॉर्मली बोलने में भी मिस्टेक कर रहे होते हैं कि अल्लाह कहता है कि नाउज़ुबिल्लाह, मैं क्या, मेरा कहने का क्या मकसद, मैं देता हूं? नो, नॉट एट ऑल. गॉट इट? जी, अल्लाह कहता है कि वो. कन्वर्जन इज देयर फ्रॉम डायरेक्ट इनटू indirect expression all the time. All the time we need that. Excellent, G, excellent. I'm thankful, ma'am. Superb example. That in exams you people lose marks there. That the poet Wordsworth is saying that I am standing. And in exams you people are still saying that I am standing. Even you were not born that time. Are you getting my point? कि आपको you have to convert that into indirect expression. पोएम में पोएट्स ने क्या लिखा होता है? I am standing there. आप एग्जाम में भी जाके क्या लिख देते हो? Poet is saying that I am standing there. You are not standing there. Poet is saying that he was standing. Am I clear? So conversion is there in direct into indirect. Conversion is there in narration. When we narrate something, conversion is never there in voice. Both the voices are separate. Active voice is different thing. Passive voice is different thing. Am I clear up till here? The point got established. Here's a short activity for you now. How to practice that? How will you improve that automatically? Let's shortly I'm giving you an idea, then we'll go for exercises. You're watching some movie, TV, lecture, somebody speaking it. From here onwards, you'll focus basically on just two things: helping verb and verb. कोई बोल रहा है तो आपने किस चीज़ पे फोकस करना है? Helping verb and verb. Helping verb and आप बुक पढ़ रहे हैं, रीडिंग कर रहे हैं तो पहले किस पे फोकस करना है? हेल्पिंग वर्ब एंड वर्ब. Am I clear? When you are speaking to somebody, किस पे फोकस करना है? हेल्पिंग वर्ब एंड verb. When you are writing somebody, किस पे focus करना है? Helping verb and verb. How do the rest of the things come out of it? I'm telling you the way. As we mentioned that the skills we work upon when you are trying to, what actually happens? Brain linguistics, psycholinguistics, whatever you call it, ELT. They say that at first brain is moving towards that action. That what is going on? वो अभी की बात है, कल की बात है, फ्यूचर की बात होगी, क्या होगी? At first your brain demands what? That action. Then who is doing that action? You get what? Doer, subject. Whether that is involved or not involved, that gives you what? Voice. If it is involved, that is active voice. If it is not involved, that is what? Passive voice. Then what is there? Worked upon, or whatever you call. We get what? Object. Are you getting my point? मैं फिर रिपीट कर रहा हूँ कि मैं किसी की इंग्लिश सुन रहा हूँ, मैं कहीं से पढ़ रहा हूँ, तो पहले मैं क्या करूँगा? काम क्या हो रहा है, फिर उस काम का टाइम स्पैन कौन सा है? इज इट प्रेजेंट, पास्ट और फ्यूचर? क्लियर? देन हु इज डूइंग इट? डूअर. अगर मेंशनड ही नहीं है तो मुझे ऑटोमेटिकली वॉइस मिल गई दैट आई एम नॉट एट ऑल फोकसिंग ऑन द डूअर, आई एम फोकसिंग ऑन द एक्शन. क्लियर? वो पैसिव अप्रोच हो जाएगी. समटाइम डूअर होता है लेकिन इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता, फिर भी क्या हो जाएगी? पैसिव अप्रोच. फिर किस पे वो काम हो रहा है? गॉट इट? फिर वो जो डूअर है, वो डूअर कैसा है? लंबा है, चौड़ा है, मोटा है, पतला है, क्या है? एडजेक्टिव्स. क्लियर? स्पेसिफाई करना है, आर्टिकल्स. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? फिर वो वर्ब काम कैसे हुआ है, किस जगह हुआ है, कहां पे हुआ है? ऑल दीज क्वेश्चंस आर गिविंग मी द आंसर्स टू व्हाट? एडवर्ब्स. एंड दिस फाइनली लीड्स टू व्हाट? योर कॉम्प्रीहेंशन. कॉम्प्रीहेंशन व्हाट? अंडरस्टैंडिंग. कॉम्प्रीहेंशन व्हाट? Understanding. Somebody speaking and you are getting that. Written material, you are getting that. Now talking about your expression, आप जब बोल रहे हो, your brain also demands at first what? Type of verb. Type of क्या आपने पहले डिसाइड करना है ना? प्रेजेंट की बात करनी है, पास की या फ्यूचर की? प्रेजेंट की करनी है तो एग्जाम में चले जाएंगे. सॉरी, पास की बात करनी है तो वॉज वर्ब पे चले जाएंगे. फ्यूचर में कहाँ? विल शैल. परफेक्शन में आएंगे तो कहाँ पे आ जाएंगे? हैज, हैव. Am I clear, Ji? Now we'll go for exercises, Ji. The first exercise, clear? You got what? 2 minutes for that. Clear? You got pages. You'll repeat the same chart, the same. You'll pick up one example. For example, that Babar Azam plays well. Babar Azam opens well. Babar Azam opens well. I'll start it from here, Ji. Clear? Now keep moving it, Ji. In last match, Babar Azam played well. In next match, inshallah, he will play well. Clear? These days, he is playing well. Previously, he was out of form. What were we saying? He is not playing well these days. He is out of form. Clear? Move ahead. He was playing well. He was playing well. He will be playing. Now, you will go for 2 charts. One, active, pick up any situation. And without conversion, what do? We go for what? एक एग्जाम्पल उठाते हैं हम, उसी का पैसिव. No. From your real life. One situation active, one situation what? Passive. एक एक्टिव सिचुएशन को पूरे चार्ट पे चलाना है with Urdu. With Urdu. You'll mention that. This is also called GTM method to learn. Clear? That Urdu आपने mention करनी है. And sometime it will not make sense. आपने वो एरिया पॉइंट आउट करना है. आप चलाते जा रहे हो ना, कोई जगह ऐसी आएगी जहां पे वो फिट नहीं हो रहा होगा. योर ब्रेन विल टेल यू. क्लियर? योर लैंग्वेज नॉलेज विल, योर स्ट्रक्चर विल टेल यू दैट इट्स नॉट फिटिंग हियर. चला के उसको चेक करते जाए. फिर दूसरी एग्जांपल देख लें पैसिव की. फॉर एग्जांपल जी, रिजल्ट इज अनाउंस्ड इन अगस्त. फॉर एग्जांपल, लास्ट ईयर इट वाज अनाउंस्ड इन अगस्त. नेक्स्ट ईयर इट विल बी अनाउंस्ड. साथ उर्दू चलानी है. क्लियर? रिजल्ट इज बीइंग अनाउंस्ड. आप किसी को कॉल कर रहे हैं कि रिजल्ट स्टार्ट, आप कहेंगे रिजल्ट अनाउंस हो रहा है. Am I clear? Getting my point? Result was being announced when I entered the hall. Got it, she? Now take a start. You got 2 minutes, she. In the end, I'll tell you that how will you learn it, improve it. Take a start. Okay, the activity is done here. Can you see here something? And when you took a start, problems were there regarding the choice of situation. But can you notice these circles here? That current situation, somebody is playing, I use what? Is. Clear? Previously, I just replaced is with what? Was. In future, I replaced with what? Will be. Am I clear, Ji? When you moved with that example, sometimes don't you think that there are certain situations where you got stuck? At first, some of you actually tried to go for what, Ji? The same active and passive. As I told you that there is no making in English. हम एक्टिव से पैसिव बनाते नहीं है, ऐसा रियल लाइफ में नहीं हो रहा होता कि दैट आई एम मेकिंग समथिंग, आई एम मेकिंग सम एक्टिव सिचुएशन, आई एम मेकिंग सम पैसिव सिचुएशन इज ऑलरेडी देयर, आई जस्ट पिक इट अप and match it according to situation. Got it, Ji? For example, Ji, that she went for what, Ji? Meal is burnt. If I ask you that this is simple routine activity, na? Simple routine activity. Can it happen?
Yes.
Respected? You are saying yes, how? At your home, meal is burnt daily?
No.
You're blaming your mom. But we are talking about meal is burned, you must have added what, Ji? Sometime. When you are saying generally meal is burned, इसका मतलब है daily खाना क्या होता है? जल जाता है. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
That as she went, for example, what, Ji? He has played. Does it make some sense? तो उससे खेला जाता है. No, in some situation, for example, Ji, I'm playing with, Ji, or I'm being played with. मेरे साथ खेल खेला जा रहा है. In that sense, I can go for it, Ji. So you will carry on this exercise, Ji. That one chart of active situation throughout, Ji. For example, वो खेलता है, plays. उसने खेला, played. खेलेगा, will play. खेल रहा है, is playing. खेल रहा था, was playing. खेल रहा होगा, will be playing. Clear? खेल चुका है, वो अपनी innings खेल चुका है. He has played. खेल चुका था, had played. खेल चुका होगा, will have played. वो कल इस वक्त तक खेल चुका होगा. Got it, Ji? Clay has been playing, वो खेलता रहा है. Had been playing, खेलता रहा था. ये पूरी एग्जाम्पल चलानी है आपने. You will go for what, Ji? Then passive situation. Daily 2, 1 active, 1 passive. After 1 month, Ji, I guarantee that. And specifically in your written expression, after that you will not commit a mistake there. Am I clear, Ji? Got the point?
Yes.
That you all must have noticed when you took a start, what were your problems?
Yes.
Clear? And when you completed, now where are you standing, Ji? You all know very well, Ji. Another activity, a listening exercise, Ji. Let's meet with Shahrukh, mostly your favorite. SRK?
Yes.
Okay, you people call him what? SRK. I'm going to play this video, this interview of Shahrukh Khan Ji by Zainab on BBC Hard Talk. That you people will tell me that what is going on. I'll go for pauses. I'll raise certain questions. Clear? And you'll go for the answers to those questions by just, I'm telling you the technique that you'll focus on what, just two things, the helping verb and verb. Whatever is being uttered now. Clear? Not at all you'll go for what, noun, pronoun or whatever else is there. You'll go for just two things, helping verb and verb. Are you ready? Should we go for it, Ji?
Welcome to Hard Talk with me, Zainab Badawi. My guest has been celebrated here at the World.
What is the first statement?
Welcome to Hot Talk.
After that,
Being says
wait. That some celebration is there. What did she say?
is being celebrated.
Very good. My guest is being celebrated, or this celebrity is being celebrated. Are you getting my point? I'm trying to prove something. That every structure on the face, some people say that spoken English is something else, written English is something else, English A is something else, English B is something else, grammar is something else. Not at all. Language is language. Whether you talk about American, whether you talk about British, dialectal, even dialectal differences are there. Accent differences are there. Dialectal differences are all there. That airplane or aeroplane, a ginger, a ginger. I'm not at all concerned with that. Basic standard language is same, and that is based upon certain structure. And that structure is same in both USA, England, Europe, wherever you go. Already, basic source is what? Communication. It's a communication tool. Clear? Whatever she's asking, what was her first statement? How did you come to know that? How did you comprehend her statement? Focusing on just helping verb and verb is being celebrated, is being, are you getting my point? So be ready, be alert.
Economic Forum in Davos. He's been given an award for his...
Wait. some award. She is talking about some award. What did she say? He is being given. He is being given. Can you look at your charts there? What was the first structure? Is third, is ing, is being third, is being third. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
He is being given. उसे दिया जा रहा है. वो दे रहा होता अवार्ड तो क्या होता? He is giving. He is giving. उसे दिया जा रहा है तो क्या हो गया? He is being given. He is being. Are you getting my point? That when I ask the students, they say, sir, we can't understand you. That even if they relate the movies, they watch the movies without focusing there. That what are you focusing there on? Helping verb and verb. Helping verb and verb. Just structure. He is being given what? Award. Stay alert, please.
His philanthropic work advancing women's rights. He's Shah Rukh Khan, the Bollywood superstar.
For example, up till now, that another structure, that somebody is being given award. Clear? Philanthropic work. Philanthropic work. That next statement, she is announcing about that celebrity who is being given award. That what was that statement, beta? When she announces. Now I'm trying to establish some fact there, some point there. Jawan.
He is.
Very good. Very good. He is Shah Rukh Khan. He is Shah Rukh Khan. What I'm trying to develop, the point. Can you see here in the chart? We talked about three structures. Na? Basically, we talked about how many? Three in the beginning. Then next three. Then next three. Total 9. Na? What was first one, G? Is third. Then is ing. Then is being third. Are you noticing something? Now I am increasing my knowledge. Now here I got the fourth category. What is that, G? Is with no verb. When it is itself is becoming a verb. Clear? Look at the first example. Is third. Book is published. Book is published. Teacher is teaching. Third one. Lecture is being delivered. Shah Rukh Khan is being awarded. Shah Rukh Khan is being awarded. She used this structure or not?
Yes.
Now she is using another one where there is no verb after is. Where there is no verb after is. Are you getting my point? That did I go out of the chart or out of that structure? कोई नई चीज निकली है? Are you sure? तो उसी को हम एक्सटेंड करते जा रहे हैं ना. मैंने जब कहा था ना 9 के थ्रू सारे डेवलप होंगे, तो 3 हमने पढ़े थे, चौथा ऐड हो गया नहीं हो गया. Listen next.
Whose fan base runs into the billions. He says he wants to make the world a better place.
She announced something regarding the announcement of the celebrity. What is that? He says. What is that? He says. What is that? Then after that he wants to make. Clear? Now check it in your charts. Look at the first row, first column. S or ES. Who says? Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan says that he wants to make this world like this. Getting a point, Chi? Got it? Up till now, are you moving out of the bounds of your chart?
No.
Or even you moved, वो इसी से related है या नहीं है? That is the extension of that, Chi.
But how far is he really using his voice to do that?
Is he using? How far is he using? Check it now. She mentioned that he announces something. Is using. What is that? It is here. Look at this. Is ing. Clear? When you make a question, now you actually take the helping verb in the beginning. He is using. Now when she is raising a question, is he using? Is that the same or not? Same or not? From your chart.
Shah Rukh Khan, welcome to Hard Talk.
Thank you very much for having me.
Very glad to have you. Look, after graduation from the University of Delhi, you dropped out of a master's degree in communications to become an actor. I take it you have no...
What did she say? That after graduation, she referred to some university. Clear? Whether Shah Rukh completed that degree Or what did she mention? Very good. What is that? Dropped off. What is that? Dropped. Now look at your chart. Throughout your English, only you go for what? Second form. Where? In what? Simple past. He dropped off university, from university. Because of what? For becoming an actor. Are you all getting my point? I'm targeting just what? And what is that? Verb. What is that? That you are all now at the moment targeting what? Helping verb and verb. Out of that you are raising questions. That dropped off. Who dropped off? Shah Rukh Khan. From where? University, master's degree. Because of what? For what? Becoming an actor. Getting my point? Is that clear? Now this was what? Your listening comprehension. Your listening comprehension. When you comprehend well, you automatically speak well. Clear? I may repeat. I'm repeating it emphatically. When you comprehend well, when you listen, listening is not just listening. Clear? Just listening is not enough. Comprehension, understanding, listening with understanding is the requirement. When you are listening with understanding, or when you are comprehending well, your spoken expression will automatically be better. Clear? Your written expression will automatically will get what? Better. Superb. Got it? So how will you comprehend? Whenever you are listening something, how will you improve your English? You will focus on what? Very good. Helping verb and verb. Helping verb and verb. Am I clear up till here? So we are going for another activity here. Through reading. You all must be having your handouts. One is there with page 49. I deliberately got these two from textbooks. Just to prove my point that it is always there. It had always been there. Clear? In your syllabus, your curriculum, your books, you had been dealing with that. Clear? But unfortunately, you couldn't use that to develop your language. How? I'm going to prove it. Respected ma'am, if I ask you, if you please take a start from here, page 49, second paragraph. Okay, let me read it for you. Clear? How will I develop? That after learning these 9 structures, through these 24 structures, how will I develop my language? Clear? What are the exercises? These are basically exercises. First one we went for what? Listening exercise. How to do it? I told you the way. Clear? Go for pauses, or even when it is going live, do focus on what? Helping verb and verb. Next thing, now through reading, the Holland form is near Skills Mount. What is structure here? Is, circle it please. I'm not at all concerned with anything else. Is there any verb after is?
No.
Are you sure? What about this snuggled? Now let me read it again. The Holland form is near Scales Mount, a tiny town of 400 people snuggled in the northwestern corner of Illinois. What is snuggled here? Are you sure? No, not at all. Clear? Now let me tell you that. What is the way to develop? That is a verb here. Is a verb here. This fourth type. Is third, is ing, is being third, then fourth type is what? Is itself is becoming a verb. Is means you wish you go for it. I don't know, suppose you are going for it. Is means, what would I say it in Urdu? Hai. Kaun hai? Who is? Search it from there. Holland form. Now say it in Urdu. Holland form hai. Holland form kya hai? Near Scales Mount. Clear? What is Scales Mount? A tiny town. Do go for exact words from your handout. A tiny town. Town consisting of how many people? 400 people. Clear? Snuggled now here. Participle. It's becoming what? In coming session we'll go for it. It's becoming an adjective. It's not verb there. What I'm trying to focus. For example, even if I don't know the meaning of that. Clear? Mean to say that whatever I'm reading, I'll just stick to two things, helping verb and verb, or auxiliary and verb, or modal and verb. Clear? It can be, will be, clear? It can be, might be, would be, should be, could be, whatever it is. Basically, it will be developed from that chart. Clear? Then I'll raise a question, who is doing it? What is being done? Where is that being done? I'll comprehend all the things. This is the first phase. Clear? Though in the beginning, I won't be able to go for the complete comprehension of that, but at least I'll start getting some idea. With the passage of time, with every coming moment, I'll keep establishing new structures out of it. Are you all getting my point? Yes. Am I clear up till here? Next, see, I'm moving towards that variants now, that variations. A question is there, that is it complete English? Whatever we mentioned, that those 9 structures, can we say that it's a complete story? Everything is there? No. Out of those 9, we develop further more structures, no? Out of that chart, we go for it. For example, modals are there, modal auxiliaries are there, and the basics are the same. Whatever you go for, will shall. Whatever we go for what? Will shall. You all have the charts with you. Can you see will shall there? How many will shall are there? 8. How many are there? 8. All those 8 forms can be there with all these modals, auxiliaries, whatever you call them. Clear? May, might, can, could, would, should, must, ought to. Even sometime with infinitives. Even with infinitive is also there, just like that. For example, you mentioned there first, will shall first. Will shall first means first form of the verb. So may, first form. मैं जाऊंगा, I shall go. शायद मैं जाऊं, I may go. मैं जा सकता हूं, I can go. मुझे जाना चाहिए, I should go. मुझे लाजमी जाना चाहिए, I must go. मेरा अखलाकी फर्ज है कि मैं जाऊं, I ought to go. Are you noticing something? In all the forms, in all the structures, I'm using what verbs? First form. Now go for its passive. Book publish होगी, book will be published. Book may be published. Book can be published. Book should be published. Book must be published. उसी से बन रहे नहीं बन रहे? Basic pattern is same or not? थोड़ी बहुत variations आ रही हैं, वो कहीं आती हैं. We'll go for in coming further sessions कि वोट का स्ट्रक्चर है, वोट किस 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 जगह पे यूज हो रहा होता है. माइट कहाँ कहाँ पे यूज होगा? व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन आई मे कम टुमारो एंड आई माइट कम टुमारो? we'll go for all those. Getting my point? But are you noticing something, ji? That basic layout is the same. Now, ji, shortly, the coming sessions, we'll go for all these things in detail. That referring to what, ji, the noun, pronoun, adjective, a question could be there in your mind that we are at the moment just talking about what, ji, helping verb and verb, helping verb and verb. कोई बच्चा पूछ सकता था कि सर क्या कहने का मकसद, बाकी नाउन प्रोनाउन बाकी चीज़ें सारी फजूल हैं किसी? नो, दे आर इम्पॉर्टेंट, दे आर इम्पॉर्टेंट, दे आर देयर विद सर्टेन इम्पॉर्टेंस. क्लियर? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम गिविंग यू एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दैट. एडवर्ब. क्लियर? ही attempted only 2 questions. You got it? Take it down with you. He attempted only 2 questions. Look at this. See, he only attempted 2 questions. Only he attempted 2 questions. These are 3 statements. Are you noticing something? What is that? Very good. Only. The placement of only, adverb G. And all these 3 statements, all these 3 are correct. All these 3 are correct, but with different meanings. Clear? Here only is there for adjective. That I'm referring to, I'm focusing on what, G? Number of questions. Number of questions that he attempted, only 2. Here only is there for verb. I am focusing on what? Action. कि अटेम्प्ट सिर्फ 2 किए, बाकी डिस्कस किए, इग्नोर किए, रिजेक्ट किए, whatever, I don't know. Here only is there for number, here only is there for action, and here only is there for the whole sentence. To stress upon that from the whole class only he attempted. पूरी क्लास में से सिर्फ इस बच्चे ने 2 अटेम्प्ट किए, बाकी किसी ने अटेम्प्ट किए ही नहीं है. Are you getting my point? So what is that? Regarding adverb, its placement. Its placement. These things are there with their importance. In coming sessions, we'll go over those details. Clear? But basically, for your English, you need to work upon those 2 things, helping verb and verb. In next phase, referring to specifically, some of you are here from college students, that you have to face what? NMD CAT test, entrance test, SAT, CAT, NET, ETA, whatever it is. They go for certain MCQs out of it. People say that grammar. This is not grammar. Application, applied grammar. Application of that. What's the role of there? That placement, referring to adjective. Getting my point? Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
That this is the application of that. Then role of noun. In coming sessions, inshallah, we'll go for detail of that. What's the noun of that? Is it so that you are there abroad in some airport, immigration officer is asking you that, tell me how many types of nouns are there? Do we go for it? Do we go for it? Not at all. Clear? Or is it so that the types of pronoun or types of adjectives, application, what's the application of that? What's the role of, shortly for the time being, noun is basically for agreement. Noun is for agreement. Agreement with what? Verb and pronoun. If noun is singular, noun number is important. If noun is singular, verb is singular. Pronoun is singular. For example, Ali is doing his work. If noun is plural, verb is also plural. Pronoun is also plural. People are doing their work. Then the problem is there, certain nouns are only singular, certain nouns are only plural. They don't have any singular form. Furniture, we don't call it furnitures. Sceneries. When they are singular, certain nouns are there with multiple status. For example, jury. Sometimes jury is singular, sometimes jury is plural. Jury is to take one decision, and jury are to take their separate decisions. We'll go for the details in coming sessions. But up till now, you people will focus on what? Helping verb and verb. While listening, while reading something, while speaking, while writing. Any question?